roar. Hold on tight.
Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman. It's really exciting. Soon, very soon.
Out of the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
With me, the World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Snuka, the Superfly, Paul Orndorf. Paul, last week we had the Anderson brothers. They're back in the area, back together. Gene and Ole Anderson, Minnesota Wrecking Crew, former World Tag Team Champions, and I'm sure they're going to be hot on your trail.
You know, that's very true. You know, they got credentials a mile long. You know, they held the belts, I believe, longer than anybody else that ever had them. They even held them longer than Flair and Valentine. I think they held them for over 2 years, and they never were defeated. But the Anderson brothers were defeated, so we do know they can be beaten. And, you know, they are one heck of a fine team. You got to give them credit where credit's due. They go out there and they wrestle, and, you know, you can't agree on the way they go out there and do their stuff, but they are, you know, they are fine wrestlers, and they'll tell you what, they're going to give us a heck of a run for these belts.
I'm sure they will. And Jimmy, you know, I'm sure that you all, I've heard them say in the past, well, they don't know, Jimmy Snuka and Paul Orndorf don't know anything about us. I don't think that's true. I can't see that. You two being world champions, you scouted them. You're bound to see the tapes and the films of them.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know, just one thing that myself and Paul Orndorf realized, that these two men do have more experience than myself and Paul do. But there's another thing you got to realize, that when you get into that ring, brother, that's the most important thing that you can prove to yourself, and either prove to the other tag team who's the best and what his wrestling is all about.
Right.
And this is what the most important thing is, these belts, and that's what takes a lot of courage and a lot of fight in that ring, because without these things, brother, we wouldn't be inside there. But let me tell you another thing again, brother, you could never take these guys easy, because like I said, they've got more experience than myself and Paul. But myself and Paul, we're definitely going to go in there, brother, and we're going to put them and give them a hell of a battle.
Oh, there's no question about it. They're, you know, I guess they're probably, next to you guys, are the most perfect wrestling machine in a tag team combination that we have around. World Tag Team Champions Jimmy Snuka and Paul Orndorf in up against Frank Monte, who's in the ring. His partner, Benard, on the outside. Jimmy starts the action off against Monte. Test of strength there briefly. Another one, and Snuka pushes Monte back. The Brute in his own inevitable way, giving Monte some encouragement. Monte comes up with a headlock, back to the ropes, whipped across. Shoulder tackle, Snuka down. Crossover, nice hip toss. Monte kicks out. Leapfrogs over Monte, comes over, flips him over. Monte comes up holding the back. Holding his back, he's in some pain, but he makes the tag. And the unpredictable Brute Benard makes his first appearance in the ring, in the match. And he is really, believe me, unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do from 1 minute to the next. Snuka backed over into his corner. He makes the tag to Paul Orndorf. Paul walks into a headlock. The Brute whipped it across into the ropes. Shoulder tackle sends Orndorf down. Flying head scissors by Paul Orndorf. Now the Brute down. Paul Orndorf, originally from Winchester, Virginia, 6 feet tall, 240 pounds. Astrological sign Scorpio. His favorite hold is a suplex. His favorite food is seafood. Favorite other sport is boxing. And that seems a little unusual because Paul is a former college football player at the University of Tampa. He played pro football at New Orleans and Chicago. Another flying head scissors. I would have thought that maybe football was, but maybe he just had enough of it. Training methods are running and weights. Applying the pressure, that head scissors on the bald head of Brute Benard. Backs up, makes the tag. And his partner, Jimmy Snuka, in. Jimmy Snuka from the Fiji Islands, 6 feet tall, 250 pounds, known as the Superfly for those giant dives that he makes off the top rope. His astrological sign is Gemini. His favorite food is fish. Snuka in somewhat of a problem now. Back from the Brute. Right hand, right forearm rather, down across the back. Legal blow. Another right hand. Snuka down on one knee, trying to get up. Monte in after the tag. Frank Monte from Anchorage, Alaska, 241 pounds, 5 feet 11 and a half, bodybuilder. Second in the Mr. Eastern United States bodybuilding contest. Mr. North Carolina. Attended the University of Washington. He's got Snuka draped across the ropes and several knee drops down across his back. Right forearm. Snuka trying to fight his way back. He's made it to his feet. Right hand, right to the face. Single leg takedown from Monte. Makes the tag to the Brute. Benard back in. Forearm down across the chest. Snuka moves out of the way just in the nick of time. Brute Benard from Canada, 259 pounds, 6'2". His hobby is horses. I don't know, maybe he goes out and wrestles them. I don't know. As strong as he is, he probably could. Fist. Referee Sonny Fargo warning Monte about it. Snuka falls back, makes the tag to his partner, Paul Orndorf. Whips Monte across into the corner, comes off, high back drop. Another hip toss. Orndorf. Knee lift. The fans yelling, "Go, Paul, go." Makes the tag, Snuka in, picks him up. Body slams Monte. Then all of his weight down across the chest. Snuka climbing up on the ropes. Might get a chance to see that Superfly splash. High off the ropes, down across Monte with all his weight. 1, 2, 3, the count of 3. They're your winners, the World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Snuka and Paul Orndorf. We've got to look at that again in instant replay to see that giant dive, that Superfly dive that Jimmy Snuka made onto Frank Monte all the way across the ring. There you see him climbing up on the turnbuckles. He gets set, takes that giant leap, dives all the way across, halfway across the ring, and lands with all of his weight down across Frank Monte. After that, the count of 1, 2, 3, and the winners, Jimmy Snuka and Paul Orndorf.
This is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
I've seen your stupid videos. Actually, I'm lying. I haven't seen your stupid videos. I've heard about your stupid videos. From me to you, go fuck yourself.
Here. There was no one bigger when it mattered less. The man with the perfect face for radio. The tattooed madman Psycho Mike.
Here. Check it out. You're listening to Psycho Mike's Masters of Mayhem Underground Radio. Broadcasting live, online, and worldwide from Cleveland, Ohio. That guy plays anything and everything. And he likes the rest of my family. Even me. So we can't be all bad. I bring to you the man with the perfect face for radio. The part-time crazy, 100% psycho, the tattooed madman, Psycho Mike.